The grainy video uploaded anonymously to YouTube shows a nondescript screening room preparing for a test audience. As people take their seats, text explains this footage was recovered from an asylum that once used film to study psychiatric patients. The Lavender Town audience reaction, 1967, film begins innocently enough. Soothing pastel colors and shapes move across the screen while a lullaby plays. But soon, the tones grow discordant as abstract shapes take on a vaguely sinister appearance. Gasps and murmurs of unease ripple through the audience. A few people shift anxiously or rub their ears as the music becomes a cacophony of warped, off-key notes. Angular shadows dance dizzyingly across a psychedelic background. After 10 minutes, attendees begin sobbing and clutching their heads, pleading to turn it off. But the operators seem unaware, observing the subjects impassively. Many cover their faces or screw their eyes shut to escape the spiraling horror assaulting their senses. By the 20-minute mark, the audience has devolved into hysteria. People claw desperately at the doors and walls, screaming to be released. But the exits remain locked as the music pounds relentlessly on. A handful of viewers claw bloody furrows into their own faces and throats, ranting as mental breakdowns consume them. The disturbing carnage only ends when attendants in white coats finally rush in to sedate the crazed subjects. The video ends with a final frame stating in red text, "Lavender Town test audience, 38 hospitalized, 9 casualties." Stumbling across this mysterious footage sparked an obsession in me to uncover the truth. What happened in that screening room decades ago? What tormented those people past the point of sanity? I had to track down the full Lavender Town film reel. After months following the digital breadcrumb trail, I located the abandoned asylum, cobalt-sealed and crumbling. Sneaking inside, I searched decaying shelves for any records on their archaic film experiments. Behind a wall of rusted film canisters, I discovered boxes of patient intake forms. They contained frightening accounts of the doomed Lavender Town viewing, including the director's hidden journal. Its frantic entries described conjuring a perfect melody to open fragile minds. In an underground vault, I hit the jackpot, an untouched film archive. I quickly located the Lavender Town reel marked in ominous purple ink. Holding it sent an electric chill through my body. But I had gone too far to turn back now. At a dusty old theater downtown, I threaded the pastel-colored film through a vintage projector after hours. As I pressed play, the lullaby's first soft notes leaking into the auditorium prickled my skin with dread. But I clenched my resolve tight. At first, the kaleidoscope patterns proved soothing, even meditative. But soon, the music took on an unsettling dissonance. Faces and forms twisted out of the shapes, flashing distorted imagery. A throbbing arose behind my eyes. Resisting the grip of panic, I realized there was method to the madness. The film was scientifically engineered to unlock the human psyche, shattering mental barriers. Cutting straight to the primal unconscious buried beneath civilized thought. But as the pulsating hues and demonic sounds permeated my mind, cold horror crept in. No logical awareness could protect me now. My feeble ego was swirling into the void, grasped by ancient instincts beyond comprehension. I was but a vessel held captive to forces exposing my flimsiest fantasies of free will. Inexorable spirals pulled me into psychic depths no human can navigate and remain intact. Only by clenching my last scrap of will did I tear myself away from the hypnotic film, before my psyche crashed fully against the jagged rocks below. I stumbled out hyperventilating, my hands still twitching from the irresistible malignant energy. I knew then why the Lavender Town test screening had ended in tragedy and madness. The film was intentionally crafted to decimate human perception. I had witnessed but a fragment of its destructive power. In my obsession to uncover the truth, I had sought forbidden knowledge that should remain buried. For the human psyche contains monsters we scarcely keep confined through blissful denial and distraction. But forced to stare into psychological spaces too naked, the savage appetites and primal chaos at our core engulf our sanity. Some nightmares should stay locked away, for good reason. I returned to the theater intending to destroy the cursed Lavender Town reel. But I found the archive room in ashes, no sign the place had ever held decades of film. Once again, no evidence beyond my shattered memories remained. Perhaps it was better left that way, with the unhinged melody silenced for good. But fragments of the shrieking colors and disjointed notes still fracture my dreams, hinting at realities my waking mind can't process. A cold understanding no person should possess. I pray the cursed film stays missing this time, never to resurface. But evil has a way of self-preserving. One night its siren song may drift up again from the vaults of forgotten media, hungering to drag more minds into the abyss that spawned its being. So take care what errant signals you tune into, seeking meaning in the static of life's background noise. For the pattern that takes shape may expose your insignificance against forces that span far beyond our little lives. Once such ruthless knowledge seizes hold, no logic can wrest it free. Only send the unwitting seeker careening against the bars of their own fragile psyche until it cracks open. A flawless key has been fashioned to open secret doors within. To show us what has always slumbered just beneath the surface, awaiting nightfall. And in madness at least, set free the nameless fears a saner light has always banished. So for your own fragile spirit's sake, walk away while still in control of your own steps. Some corrupted songs only carry unaware minds over the precipice into the dark waters churning below. And once immersed, the helpless soul knows nothing beyond its own hopeless dissolution. Turn down your ears and shut your eyes to any shimmering light that promises truth through obliteration. You may never again awaken from the nightmare of your own inescapable being revealed fully. For within our minds dwell ancient terrors to shake and unseat reason entirely if once unleashed. Through the darkened screen, they now reach out hungry hands for contact, seeking just one unguarded psyche to infect. Run far from this void that presents itself as knowledge. Its gift is annihilation, not freedom. And once called forth, the dark respite it offers cannot be undone.